Alright, today I'm making an American IPA. It's the same recipe as the English IPA, same malt. I'm just using American hops and American yeast. And I'll put the recipe pinned somewhere down below. Right now I've got my grains are all ground and my extract is weighed and my water's heating up. Then I'll pop us back on in a few minutes when I'm putting everything together. Alright, my water temperature's up to 160, 166 now. I'm going to put in my malt extracts and set my malts in. And I'm not even going to run you through all of this. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to thoroughly mix my malt extract so that it doesn't scorch. And I've got my pan off the hot burner so it doesn't scorch. And I know I harp on that, but it's very important. We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I've mixed up my malt extract, I've added my grains, and my temperature right now is at 155, so I'm going to leave that to drop a little bit. I want to keep it about 152 or 153 for a half an hour. Yeah, let's not forget to set our timer. 30 minutes, go, and we'll let that steep for 30 minutes. Alright, my 30-minute timer has finished. It's still at 154 degrees. Let's come over here to this burner and we will start bringing it to a boil and take out our grain bag. We need to stay over there. Let that drain for a few minutes. I'm just going to let that drain while I bring this to a boil. Alright, I've got a pretty nice boil going here, so I am going to add my 60-minute hops, which was Centennial, I think, bittering hops, and add them easy. I like to dump them all in at once. Warm. I'll set my timer for 60 minutes. Start. And we're off. It's looking like it's boiling nicely. Alright. We'll be back in about 45 minutes. Okay, we have about 15 minutes left here. So I'm going to drop in my quarter teaspoon of Irish moss for clarity. And this one does matter much more than a stout because this is going to be IPA. So hopefully, as a pale ale, it will show nice and clear. Back in a few minutes. All right, that's not too bad. My 60-minute boil is done. Bring this over and put it in this tub of water. Hello, and throw some ice in it. That's exciting. Alright, I'm going to bring my water level right up and start cooling this off. My handy ice sheets. I'm just going to carry on with this with the ice sheets and the ice water until this is down to a pitchable temperature, which should be about 75 degrees. Okay, today we're doing a taste test of my American style IPA that I made a little over a month ago. And next week we'll actually compare this with the British style IPA from the last video. But right now we'll taste this one, see how it comes out. Oh, that sounded good. Okay, that is excellent. Carbonation is up. We have a nice creamy head on that, and it's still effervescing inside the glass. Not much scent to it. A little bit of malty, maybe a teeny touch of hops, but more malty. I'm getting a little bit of hops in that. It's not a bad IPA. Definitely, if I did it again, I'd put in more hops, both in the boil and at the end for some flavor, because it's definitely maltier than it is hoppy, and for an IPA, it should definitely be more hoppy than malty. Otherwise, it's not bad. We'll see next week when I test it against the English style IPA, see how the two of them compare. This actually isn't bad. It's got quite a nice color to it, nice amber to red color. Darker than a lot of IPAs, but I think that's part of my boiling in such a small boiling vessel that I'm getting a lot of the Maillard reactions that darken the beer considerably. I am using some darker caramel malts in it, so maybe if I did one with lighter of those, less, maybe it would come out different. That is definitely good. I'm not getting any of the weird taste that I get sometimes with my homebrew beers, so I'm going to say maybe that's a good thing. But definitely like that one. And if you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up, like it, subscribe it, share it with your friends, help me grow my channel.